What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. And today, well, actually came out here journaling, but I think it was a few days ago when I was having a conversation with my mother. She talked about a quote that really inspired me. She said, "Life is turn by turn," and so when my mom told me this about life is turn by turn, I started thinking of my time in secondary school. Time in secondary school wasn't really, I wouldn't say it wasn't good. I was I was always fapping all the time, obsessing over girls. Like my attention span was horrible. If you were talking to me, my brain is just zoom off less than 5 to 10 seconds. If I'm being honest, to be honest. And well, it was a horrible time to be honest. So when I went back to secondary school, I didn't video it after yesterday's vlog in the how to do old money stuff. I did that. I went back to my secondary school and I saw my teachers again, and they were so happy when they were like, "Oh my God, you've gotten bigger, you got a more muscle, stuff like that. Your cheeks are getting bigger." You know, and well, obviously when they said cheeks are getting bigger, I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta slim down my cheeks. I gotta slim down my cheeks, get a good jawline." But when he said that, but when it was like a group of male teachers, so yeah, I still went to the female teachers as well. So when the group of male teachers, and I honestly felt very happy because you know other people like there's this other girl in my university as well who was like I told her that alright, let's come to our former school, small secondary school, and she was like, no, that it's too early, stuff like that. I mean, I'm like, well, I'm not going to wait for me to get $1 million before I get to my secondary school again. Who knows, maybe by that time everybody that knows me already have been gone. So yeah, I just decided that I'm not going to wait around for me to get $1 million for me to drive in a fancy car, stuff like that. I just wanted to go. And when I went there, they were very happy. They were happy to see me. They were happy that I've improved. I've gone on to recruitment. And me I'm happy as well. So yeah, this life of self improvement, it really works out, man. To improving your life, taking your life to a turnaround is building muscle. There's absolutely no certain thing. If you are the skinny fat or if you're just super skinny, if you're fat, big, building muscle helps you improve your looks. It helps you get more respect from people as well. Like I've gotten a ton of respect from people as well, just because they know that I'm muscular, and it also shows to the opposite sex, like women now. It also shows to women that you are consistently doing something every day. Like it also requires a bit of mental health as well. If you are not, for you to come and doing the same thing every day, building muscle, trying to work out every single day and not seeing any progress for a month, maybe a month, at least when it's just like a little bit of progress, it takes a mental fortitude to still keep going when you don't see any progress at all, because the real motivation starts when you, there's a lot of noise, the real motivation starts when you don't see any progress. Motivation only starts when you see progress, to be honest. To be honest, when we talk about display and motivation, so people have been shitting on motivation recently that motivation is that. But what I'll say is that motivation only comes after you've made $1,000 in your business. Motivation only comes after you look muscular, after you've been working out. That's when motivation comes in. But to get to the other stages is discipline. To get to the first $1,000, the first actual muscle, so that is just discipline, to be honest. I mean, I still need more discipline and motivation. I wouldn't say that motivation is bad. Motivation is not bad for you, but motivation is honestly better than discipline. Imagine if you're motivated to work out every single day. Imagine if every single time you were motivated, you didn't feel like shit. You will feel great, but that's not how life works. Because life works in ways that you do not expect it to be. Some days you can wake up and you feel moody, some days you wake up and you feel like shit, other days you wake up and you feel so motivated to do work. Those days where you feel like mood and you just so moody, feel like shit, those are the days that the grind really, really works. And that's why number one, building muscle is a non-negotiable. Think about it. Another non-negotiable for turning your life around is actually, well, I'm not gonna say this straight away, but it's gonna be a question right now. Why do you think YouTubers always say that this book turned my life around. Not specifically turn my life around, but say that this book made me successful. This book made me get better at confidence with women. I would say that it's not because of the book itself, but rather what the book has impacted in them, the habits that they've taken from that book and they are using for their everyday life. Some people might say that okay, they don't have a morning routine my like me. For my morning routine right now, I do sunbathing, then I don't use my phone until 12 p.m. Though it's been hard to stick to that routine, but especially that 12 p.m. one, but I'm still trying to do that. Even though so that micro habits is actually what makes them successful. It is doing those tiny habits over and over and over again until they compound to something large. That is when they really make the difference because it's just like building muscle. I'm talking to women. If you are building muscle and your first month, your first 2 months of working out, you don't see any changes, well, I would say that you should still keep going because that is when you need discipline, not motivation. Same thing goes for going out with women as well. You might have a cold approach like me. When I used to cold approach, I stopped cold approaching after something that happened to me. But now I'm gonna continue when I go back to school. I'm university. I'm gonna continue when I go back to university. But doing this cold approach right now, to be honest, there was this girl that I went to go and cold approach. This guy that went to go and cold approach. So I saw one of my guys. The guy from my secondary school, the guy's cousin, the guy in my secondary school, his cousin was also in my university as well. So I saw this girl speaking to him. This girl, she had this like hourglass shape, very pretty, very nice. And then when I was going to go and talk to this, I then asked her, "Do you know where the superstore is?" Stuff like that. I felt she sort of acted like she answered the question so like she already knew what I was doing. So she was like, I think superstore is this place or this place, and superstore was like right here. It was like a straight line down, just right there. I didn't ask her. So while she was talking, I didn't interrupt her. I was like, "Oh, I still just wanted to come and speak to you." So that she was like, "Oh," and her face just went down. Like she was so disappointed. So I wasn't trying to talk to her, blah blah blah. Like it looked like she could still have been interested, not interested in me. I was a lot more slimmer than this before. While I was while I was talking to her, she looked uninterested totally. She didn't even want anything to do with me. She was just looking straight where she was asking me. She was like, as she was walking back, she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that's all." And so I just said that, "All right, I'm going to go now." But she didn't even say, anything, just said, "Oh," she just kept on moving. And that was so horrible. From that day, I decided that I'm never going to code approach again. And it made me forget about all the other times that I code approach and I actually got numbers. And I even went on after one date, 2 days, but the dates were horrible. The girl did not like me. It's a whole other story I'll talk about in another video. But basically, I needed discipline at that time, and that's what I'm going to continue doing this. And I know that there will be a time when some girls will reject me, stuff like that. But I think what me I did for that code approach thing is that I kept on moving. I kept on being like, okay, this is gonna help me to build my confidence with women, and it did. Even though now that I've I've not been doing that, my confidence has sort of I wouldn't say that's downgraded, but I'll say that I still need to get open with stuff because it's like saying that you want to be successful at marketing, but you don't know anything about marketing. This is your first time marketing, and you put yourself in a situation in marketing where only the elites are. You're obviously going to fail. Same thing for dating. If you don't put yourself in a situation where you have to talk to a stranger, that's fine. Okay, talk to a stranger, girls, guys, both of them. It works the same way for guys and girls. If you don't put yourself in a situation like that, you will never come out on top. So you have to start small. And starting from small, there are going to be obstacles, but those obstacles are not meant to push you down. They are meant to bring you higher. Because once you learn from those obstacles, those are what actually is those skills that you learn through those obstacles. Like let's say what you're going to be learning through those obstacles is reading books on how to be more confident. Like the subtle art of not giving a fuck. That's a book that I actually want to read, but I'm going to buy the book probably later on. So if you were to read that book, those skills that you learn from that book, the reason why you read that book is because of you had a problem, and to overcome that problem or obstacle, you've read that book, you got skills from that book, and now you've leveled up in your dating life. So let's say from a beginner to an amateur or stuff like that. That's how you just keep on progressing over and over. So that's just how It is really. So an absolute non-negotiable for me, number three, is purpose. You need to find your purpose in life, whether you're a man, a woman, whether you're young like me, I'm 17, whether you're even younger, maybe 12, 13, and you're watching this video. Finding your purpose in life is the most, I would say, finding your purpose in life is the number one priority as a human being. Finding your partner is also there as well, but the number one priority is finding your purpose in life, be it any gender, sex, whatever. And I would say that as a guy like me, as a man, I would say that finding your purpose, to be honest, is something that has felt very empowering to me ever since I started self improvement. Because I'm, if you guys think that I'm not reading from it. This is a book. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so self improvement has really helped me to find my purpose. I still don't know what my purpose is. I'm 17. Come on. So I'm trying out YouTube. To be honest, I had a gaming YouTube channel before where I was uploading videos on games, and I thought that it was actually this channel. I rebranded this channel to make it self improvement, and I thought that say that okay, this is gonna work. I'm gonna become famous playing gaming and also being on self improvement. And as the days went by of me playing games, I started skipping my exercises, and I started waking up early at like 7 a.m. to play games, and I would feel like total shit. Like I would be like half asleep, probably dozing off, and make my parents just leave. Once I'm alone in the house, I would just straight up go on my gaming laptop and just start gaming. And it feels very unpurposeful because the thing about purpose is that you have to find out something that you feel that it's helping humanity in the same way it's helping you as well. At self improvement right now, I get to make videos about me going leveling up higher on self improvement, and that in turn also helps you guys also level up higher, seeing me level up higher in self improvement. And in turn you guys subscribe, and in some point when I have paid programs, you guys could also pay for it as well. So it's a win-win. When you guys pay for it, I get money and you guys get experience to become better in day-to-day lives. So it's a win-win. And it also feels very purposeful, like helping people. Like imagine you were to tell a girl that I am a gaming YouTuber. Would she take you seriously? Like be totally honest, if you were a girl, would you take that guy seriously? Would your attraction for that guy build up if you told him that, yeah, I play games, I'm a game YouTuber, versus, hey, what do you do? I'm an educational content creator. Oh wow, what do you mean by that? I make videos to I make videos that save lives. I make videos that help men to get better in calisthenics, in their daily habits, getting better in their life, leveling up. And she's like, hmm, wow, this guy is serious. This guy's gonna become great in the future. Like, do you do you see the way the girl's attraction has built up for you more if you're on self improvement than if you are someone who is just a gamer? A gamer, self improvement YouTuber. You can't even see him because his confidence has already skyrocketed. And one quote that has really helped me is from this book. The name of the book is called Success 101 by John C. Maxwell. You guys can see it. If I turn it over, you guys will see it. Um, its cameras will be inverted, but it's John C. Maxwell by the name of the book is Success 101 by John C. Maxwell. And he's also made another one of these books, Leadership. I didn't buy this book. My dad gave it to me. Some people have like horrible fathers and stuff like that, and I really do feel pain for you. My father, he's a very good man, to be honest. He's working, and the things that my family has been through, and for my mother and my father to still be together, I know my father is a really good man. I have really great parents. I was born into the right family, so and I have to repay them. Obviously, we've been successful. So in this book, Success 101, there's a quote that really touched me when I saw it. Mm, where's the quote right now? I've only read this book once, so I can't really remember all the chapters right now. But chapter one is called "What is Success?" So towards the end of the chapter, the quote that really stuck with me is that it's been said that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And it basically says that All the money that you're going to get from whatever side hustle you're doing, whatever job you're doing, it's great, but you make a life by what we give. We need to give back to the community. Okay, if you guys don't know, there's this YouTuber Dan Martel. He's a multimillionaire CEO, and he gives, I think, was it 10% of his money, or the monthly money that he makes, to charity. The guy drives Lamborghinis around. He makes YouTube video. He doesn't like boast Lamborghinis. No, he, part of his like concerts, part of his talks. Sometimes he just like maybe drives a Lamborghini, and then there are children there like my age, 17, 18, 20, and he allows them to sit down in his car so that they can sort of feel the thrill of having the car, so that they will work harder to get a car as well. In a way, he's giving back to his community. He's giving back to his community because he's giving them the thrill of, okay, I can do better than this. I am going to do better than this. I'm going to achieve this. He's giving them the thrill of the money as well. He's giving back to charity as well. That's another thing. So yeah, that's basically it. This is why this work feels so purposeful to me, because saving lives. To be honest, there can be someone here who's watching this video and he thinks that his life is ruined, but I can tell you that from where I've been, I'm not ready to talk about my life yet. Maybe later in my YouTube channel, I definitely will. But I will say that everybody has their own struggles, and there's always the way to find out. Like me, I'm in Nigeria right now, and Game Pass isn't available in Nigeria. So what I did for my YouTube channel was like I spent probably $25. $25 in Nigeria is a lot of money. So that's like probably almost I spent probably almost 50K. So for just to play games, 50,000 naira. That's like that's more than $20, like $25. And it's very annoying because I could have used that money to improve my skin, to probably go on a better community, a community where I can like learn how to do this stuff better. And it's very annoying, but I know it's a huge financial mistake for me, and I would say that I've learned from it. I've learned a new thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything. And another thing to turn your life around. This is gonna be the fourth one. Hopefully, this, yeah, we talked about this. Yeah. It's gonna be the fourth thing to turn your life around. It is improving your communication skills. Now, picture this scenario right now. A guy walks into a room and he is trying to sell a car. Okay, your customer walks into your car shop, your car dealer shop, and he sees your Lamborghini right now, and you tell him that this car is for, let's say, 5 million euros, £5 million, and he says that, whoa, that's quite expensive. He looks at the car, stuff like that, and he then asks you, um, okay, how? Yeah, he asks you that, okay, can I sit that inside the car? You test it out. Okay, he's looking is good right now, and then he leaves and he says that he's not buying it again. He comes the next day and he wants to try it out again, and you don't give him attention because you think that this guy doesn't want to buy the car. He's just here just to look at the cars. You don't give him attention. Now, let's say me right now. This guy has come into the car place like 5 times. Nobody even gives him attention again. None of the coworkers give him attention. And I'm also a coworker there. And I see this guy, and I walk up to him and I said that, oh bro, you've looked at this car since. Do you want to buy it? And he's like, oh no, I'm just looking at this car since nobody really gives me attention here. And then I'm like, oh sure, don't worry then. Okay, so to make your day, let's let's drive this car. Alright, so I allow him to drive the car around, like, you know how sometimes, like, when my dad fixed his car, he had to like they had to drive the car like around somewhere, and they just like came back to there. So that was what they did. So that's what me I did for him right now. I give him the opportunity to drive inside the car. He drives around. Let's say we drive around for like 5 to 10 minutes, and we're having a blast. And we're laughing and making jokes, stuff like that. The speed is so quick. Like his head is literally, both of us are literally sunk into the car like this. What was speeding, and then we went back, and both of us are laughing. And he says, "You know what, bro? I'm gonna buy this car. Why do you think he bought that car? Do you think he bought it because of I was just nice to him? That's probably one. The main reason why I bought that car is because of the feeling that is attached to the way I spoke to him. Communication, people always say that communication is about what you say. It's just very important about what you say. But what you say, the greater impact that you have on people is not what you say, but it's the feelings attached to what you said to them. And the feelings that I just said to that guy were, all right, I'm going to give you this opportunity, stuff like that. Well, I gave him an opportunity to be inside this car right now. I laughed with him, I made jokes with him. So that bro, this car is so fast, and that we were speeding like robots. I looked at him right away, we were laughing, so like that. And I've just I just said I just looked at him and I said, bro, this car is so fast. I could have said that like, bro, this car is so fast. And he would just look at me and he would never say anything. But I said, this car is so fast, bro. Your facial expressions and everything must implement to what you say. You must correspond to what you say as well. And if I did that correctly, which I did now, in this example, he laughs back, I smile, and he smiles back. Both of us are laughing right now. The feeling that I gave him of that car and the opportunity, what I said, everything, now bring it together to me being a good businessman, and then he gets to buy that car. He buys that car, £5 million. He signs it. When I'm working with him, everybody's looking at me like, oh, nobody even pays him attention. He just says and says, okay, I'm going to buy this car. And then the owner of the company then walks in and he's then like, he then shakes the guy's hand. Is like, oh wow, you want to buy this car, blah, blah, and he then says that, yeah, because of this your coworker, which is me right now. It's like, this your coworker, you really expect me to buy this car, so later we went on the university, and then my boss right now. Usually, most car companies will do that. I think every car company should do that. Really, allow you drive like test the car, drive so that that's what they usually do. So he allows me to test the car right now, and he looks at me. My owner looks at me. The owner of the car company looks at me, not my owner. I don't know what he wants me. So he looks at me and he's like, "Oh wow, you did that. So a great job." And then now notification just popped up for me to exercise. I'm gonna go and exercise real quick. So it's gonna pop up right now, and I said to him that, oh, why, it was no big deal. I just took my test dress like that. And then the guy pays for £5 million. And let's say if my percentage for that is, let's say it's 10% right now. 10% of 5 million pounds. I think that's 500k, yeah. 500,000. Yeah. That's 500,000. So let's see if the percentage for me is so big that I get like $500,000, like 10% from each. So that makes, let's say that's like £500,000 right now. So I get £500,000 from the £5 million that the guy is doing right now, and it's a win-win, right? My communication skills have improved. My computer skills are great with that guy, and I'm not only focusing on what I say, but I'm also focusing on the feelings and the way my face is going to be structured from when I say that to him right now. So both of us have won right now, and why did I win? Because of I have great communication skills as well, and that can be anything in your life. Maybe you're a businessman and you're working a 9 to 5 job, and maybe you're in this like phone calling business where you just like pick up phone and like, oh hey, so that's what I still of you just doing a normal, just be better, just have better communication skills, be more vibrant to people. People don't want to buy things because of it looks good. That's already a good thing. People want to buy things because the feeling that you associated with buying it for them. That's a way better thing than just the car looking good. It's the feelings that you're attached to it. So what I would say is that you should also put this to your everyday life as well. Maybe I should make another video on this and how to better improve your communication skills. But that is honestly it, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Don't forget to get 1% better every single day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.